What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp. It is Fightful.com, FightfulMMA.com, and we are live on YouTube.com/Fightful. We are on demand a little bit later at YouTube.com/FightfulMMA Boxing. This is the UFC 248 watch along. Wow, guys. I'm doing this, or I was going to do this just as the main event entrance has started. Instead, I started it at the hype video, that's going on. Make sure you all let me know in the live chat that you all can hear me right now. But I wanted to talk about this Joanna and Weili Zhang fight as Yoel Romero is about to make his way to the cage. It's one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. Not women's, not championship, not a nothing. One of the greatest fights I have ever had the pleasure of covering in my entire life. I'll be honest, it is 12:48 Eastern right now. I do not like covering MMA that late. There was a real chance at one point that it looked like this show might run until 3 a.m. Eastern because of the time switch, but I don't give a damn now. I'm amped up. I'm ready to go. Joanna and Weili Zhang just had one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my entire life. There's no way for me to break it down. They slugged it out. They chucked and ducked. They threw elbows. They threw knees. Even some accidental headbutts. Some punches after the bell on accident. Joanna and had this disgusting hematoma. And Weili Zhang ended up winning a split decision. That was, I mean, it was unbelievable. If you're not watching this, that fight alone is legitimately worth the old Encore pay-per-view buy. I'm telling you, one of the GOATs. They announced tonight, by the way, that John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson 1 from 2013 is going into the UFC Hall of Fame, the Fight Wing, which I think is a brilliant idea. But this is going to go in there too, eventually. I got nothing but respect for both of these women. I thought Jędrzejczyk was going to take it, and if I were to grade it based on first viewing, I thought that she won it, but I'm not going to pretend that I scored this fight. I didn't. I was in awe of this fight. Man. Let's run through the results really quickly. Beneil Dariush and Drakkar Klose had an awesome one too. This main card, very good. Beneil Dariush has now won 4 fights in a row. He's got 3 finishes in a row. There was a period from March 2017 to 2018 where he had 3 straight fights where he didn't win. He got knocked out twice, and he went to a draw with Evan Dunham. I thought that might be it for him. Not so much. He's got a couple performance of the nights, and he knocked out Drakkar Klose. Knocked Drakkar Klose's mouthpiece out. Filthy, bro. Neil Magny, back in the saddle, man. He's another one. He's never lost 2 fights in a row since like 2013. But at one point, he lost two out of 3 against some top guys like Lorenz Larkin and Dos Anjos. But he's come back and won 3 out of 4. I'm liking the way that he's doing things. He beat Li Jingyang. Alex Oliveira defeated Max Griffin. I think that's a loser leaves town fight, quite frankly. Ended a 3-fight losing streak for Alex Oliveira. Griffin's now lost 4 or 5. Sean O'Malley back after 2 years. Dominated Jose Alberto Quinones. This fight was supposed to happen a long time ago. Mark Madsen beat Austin Hubbard. He had a beautiful suplex that's worth seeking out. Rodolfo Vieira defeated Saparbek Safarov. Everybody knew this was going to happen. This was, I think, the biggest betting difference on the card. Gerald Meerschaert got a submission win over Deron Wynn. Deron Wynn's got to go back to the drawing board and figure some stuff out, man. Giga Chikadze defeated Jamal Emmers via split decision, and then Dana Batgarel defeated Guido Canetti via KO punches in round 1. Guido Canetti, that might be all she wrote there. The guy has been with the UFC since 2014, and he's only fought 6 times. And if you just eliminate 2018, he fought 3 times that year. He fought once in 14, once in 15, 0 times in 16, 0 times in 17, 3 times in 18, 0 times in 19, 1 time this year. Rough, man. We got Romero versus Adesanya up next. Although I'd much rather talk about Jędrzejczyk and Weili Zhang. And why would I do that? Because Joanna Jędrzejczyk went back to her division at strawweight after losing a flyweight title fight, and she won a fight. She won a fight in her division in order to get back into contention. That's all I really wanted out of Romero. Now, guys, don't give me this horse shit about Romero got robbed against Costa. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't get robbed. It was a close fight, and it was a title eliminator, and he lost. You know what else he lost? He lost his fight against Robert Whittaker. And I had somebody with the balls to say, oh, he got robbed there. Well, tough shit. Man didn't make weight for that fight. He couldn't have won the title anyway. Didn't make weight. Before that, he had an interim title fight against Luke Rockhold, and he won it. But he missed weight again. Hot dog. Well, what happened before that? 2017. Well, he got a title shot. What happened? He lost. He had Whittaker 2-0. One leg. He lost the fight. I've had all these people say, well, Romero's a draw. Romero's a draw. To who? To who is Romero a draw? He 150,000 pay-per-view buys his first Whittaker fight, 250,000 his second. And that's when he was winning fights. That's when he won. He wasn't setting the world on fire as far as pay-per-view goes. I don't know what the hell you guys are... I don't say you guys, like it's a blanket statement. There are plenty of people equally as outraged as I am about this shit. And I just think it's ridiculous, man. I see it, and I'm like, all right, Dom Reyes is going to get a rematch probably. He's coming off a loss. All right, it was an all-time classic fight. Romero's getting a title fight, 3 out of 4 losses, coming off a loss. I hate it. Aldo's getting one, coming off a controversial loss. I hate it. Peter Yan and Aljamain Sterling were right there, ready to go, ready to compete for a title. I don't like it, man. I don't like giving title fights to people off of losses, especially if it's maybe a super close, all-time classic title fight, then sure. Man. Leave a thumbs up, by the way. Subscribe. Donate a super chat if you want your question or statement read on the air. This, again, it will air on demand on Fightful or youtube.com/FightfulMMABoxing. And don't forget, we have the Elimination Chamber post-show on Sunday. If you're into pro wrestling. Oh, man. And now I'm feeling the crash as Adesanya enters the cage. Here we go. And to me, I don't get why the UFC did this. Jared Cannonier is there, and he's got a hell of a resume at middleweight. But to me, it's like, okay, if Adesanya wins, cool, he wins. That's good. But if Romero wins, you have a 42-year-old who cannot make weight consistently, is full of controversy, knocking off your 30-year-old, looking like possible megastar. Possible megastar. I don't see the upside in a Romero fight. I don't know. Yeah, guys, I posted a picture on my Twitter of the Joanna Jędrzejczyk hematoma. Oh, boy. Maybe I can show you all real quick. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Look how gross that is. Oh, that's the hematoma. Rough, man. I had to pull that up creatively without getting the video in there. I'm streaming this on ESPN Plus on another display. I have my UFC right to me. Right in front of me. I have OBS over here to my right, and I've got my Twitter feed and the live chat to my left. Didn't want to accidentally pull up that live video feed and have have UFC pull me down. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Bruce Buffer making the introductions. Thank you guys for joining me here on this watch along. If you're listening after the fact on iTunes, Stitcher, whatever it may be. I do these I do these for pay-per-view main events. This seems to be the method that you guys like. It ends our night a little bit earlier too. It seems to work well for everybody involved. And I can kind of interact with you guys as the fight's going on. I can answer questions as the fight is going on. I really dig that. It's a much better method. So I do think they'll run back Joanna and Weili because it makes the most sense from a financial standpoint. That's a rare women's strawweight fight that you can sell. And I mean, you can headline a show with that now. Now, here's the thing. There are a whole lot of other people that could step up and get title shots, too, is the thing. I would like to see Rose Namajunas fight again. I would like to see her in the cage. And if she wanted a rematch, then, you could make an argument for that. But to me, Joanna jumped her. And if she beats Andrade, this, I think it's April 18th, her and Andrade are fighting. The winner of that could get a title shot. Could. I say could because you also have Tatiana Suarez just hanging around, waiting to get ready. Tatiana Suarez just looks really, really incredible thus far in her UFC career. So this is a unique situation where even though Tatiana Suarez hasn't fought since June, you have Andrade and Namajunas getting back at it. You have Yun Jacek that's like ready for a rematch. Well, probably maybe not anytime soon. Her head's got to go back to normal size. You got a lot of options right now. You got three, really. No matter what happens with Namajunas and Andrade, you have three options for a potential fight with Weili Zhang. And here we go. Yoel Romero, Israel Adesanya. I hate the booking of this match. It disgusts me, and I don't take saying stuff like that lightly. I hate it. Romero comes out plodding. It is clear that Adesanya is much longer than Romero. I'd like to see a good teep kick just to end this. Romero is completely flat-footed, just waiting on Adesanya. I mean completely flat-footed, not moving except to adjust to Adesanya circling. Now he shuffles his feet, does Romero. That's an interesting approach. He's got his guard up very high. He's got his guard up very high to where he'd be able to counter if Adesanya went very low with a kick, but would also be able to grab a leg if Adesanya went to the body and push through for a takedown. Now we're starting to see Romero bounce around a little bit. He's not he's not gargoyling. He's not statuing right now. And here we are, a minute 15 in, and not a single strike has been thrown. Adesanya just threw out a little feint one that wasn't even intended to land. And a leg kick. No real bad intentions for either one of those. But, I mean, Romero has effectively burned a minute and 40 seconds off the clock without using any energy. To me, that's good for Romero. Crowd booing this, and they should. This sucks. And the commentary saying, this crowd's spoiled. No, they're not spoiled. They haven't seen a strike land in the first 2 minutes of the fight. So yeah, they're a little upset. There's no fight happening right now. Adesanya throwing a naked leg kick there. Somebody says, aren't all kicks leg kicks? That's not what that is. That means a kick to the leg, not a kick from the leg. Yeah, I would love to see Dan Miragliotta say, hey guys, maybe do the thing where you fight. This is, and Adesanya pushes him forward just a little bit. Throws a body kick. 3 minutes in, very few strikes. Romero hasn't thrown or landed one. Oh, he landed one there. A big overhand left. Countered as Adesanya came in. That was right on the button. And Adesanya does not want to get hit by too many of those. Make no mistake about it. But that's a first fight the first punch that Romero threw, and it's the most impressive strike of the fight so far. As of right now, I have Romero winning this fight just based on that. And that leg kick was naughty from Adesanya. And that's going to be something that Romero's going to have to probably, I don't want to say get used to. He's going to have to do something about, because if he takes those for 5 rounds, that'll be trouble. But if Adesanya throws 2 of them around for 5 rounds, then Romero's going to be all right. By the way, the winner of this is fighting Paulo Costa. Except in the UFC, if Romero wins, they'll probably give Adesanya a rematch because it's what they do. WWE abandoned their automatic rematch clause. They still do rematches all the time, but the UFC picked it right up, it seems. This round has been embarrassing. An embarrassing first round. An embarrassing first round for both of the fighters because it happened. An embarrassing round for Israel Adesanya because he's allowing Yoel Romero to play his game. He's allowing Yoel Romero to burn 5 minutes off the clock. Okay, so Romero landed the biggest strike in that round, but Romero or Adesanya landed maybe 4 or 5 strikes. He pressed forward more. So it's how do you score that? Adesanya landed a few leg kicks, a body kick, a punch, and yeah, I got that for Adesanya just because to me you can't. And they're arguing on commentary whether this should be a 10-10 or not. No, it shouldn't be a 10-10. Pick a goddamn winner. It shouldn't be a 10-10. One strike landed from Romero. Adesanya won that round. Because, I mean, that didn't it landed clean, but so did all the kicks that Adesanya landed as well. To the leg, to the body. And they did about as much damage as that punch did, too. The punch looked a lot prettier. But Adesanya opened up with a kick, and now he's got to start pressing forward. He cannot let Romero just sit there and not use his energy. Romero's going to get tired. We've seen him get tired. Stoolgate was a thing. Oh, Romero threw a punch. I don't know how well it landed. But he's just waving that punch out there. It's weird that Adesanya is not able to close the difference or distance. And they're talking about how amazing Romero is at 42. He's landed 2 punches in 6 minutes. That's not amazing to me. If I see him finish Israel Adesanya, then yeah, I'll probably go, damn, that's amazing. But I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing him land 2 punches in 6 minutes. Now Adesanya is really turning up the heat. He's landing with a lot more volume. Romero is not doing a rope. I don't know if you're talking about Romero or Adesanya doing a rope-a-dope strategy, but Romero's not doing a rope-a-dope strategy. He'll be tired no matter what in round 5. That's Romero. But let me tell you, this fight blows, man. This fight is weak. And not just because it's following what it follows, or what it is following. That was an all-time classic fight. This standing all alone, just separately with anything else on the card, it sucks. Adesanya really turning up the leg kicks now, outside to the upper right thigh of Yoel Romero. So now what he's doing is, instead of throwing that leg kick when he goes in there, now that he's starting to redden the thigh of Romero, he's jumping in, feigning or faking like he's going to throw that left kick, and then he's throwing the left punch instead. And now he's starting to switch that up. That way Romero has kept guessing. Romero has his right leg out there pretty far. He does a leg sweep. That was nice. Oh, now Romero's pouring it on. Pushed Adesanya up against the cage, threw some heavy strikes, but Adesanya is able to get out of that. Person who mentioned the rope-a-dope says, Romero basically trying only to do counters and not punch much. Yeah, but I mean, that's to conserve his energy. I don't think it's to wear out Adesanya. He's not going to wear out Adesanya. Romero's just, I think he's afraid of himself gassing. I don't think he's trying to gas out his opponent, because Adesanya's gas tank is fine. Somebody says, been reading Twitter and patiently waiting for the post-show only to discover a watch-along. Well, I put on my Twitter multiple times that we're doing a watch-along. You go to Fightful.com, you'll see a big thing since about, 9 p.m. that says watch-along. Fightful.com, that's the place to go. A lot of y'all should get in the habit of that. I have a lot of y'all that go, oh, what about this story? What about this story? We have a fantastic search function at Fightful.com. I want to get you all in the habit of going to Fightful.com and FightfulWrestling.com. That's where you find the answers. If you want to know what kind of podcasts we've done this week, go to Fightful.com. If you want to know what exclusive news and exclusive interviews we have, Fightful.com. I'm able to plug this right now because they're not doing anything in this fight. By the way, guys, check out FightfulSelect.com. I am a few subscriptions away from turning that Q&A show into a weekly show. Once we get to 500, we'll do that. But if you're watching live, if you're watching YouTube at all, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, tap that bell for notifications. This fight sucks ass. Remember how 20 minutes ago I said I was amped up? I was ready to go. I was excited. That co-main event had me wired. Not now. No, not now. This sucks, man. It's really bad. One of the worst I've ever seen, to be honest with you, through a couple rounds. It's just miserable. Miserable. Sam3 says, I see everybody using SRS as a source for news. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, I want to get everybody in the habit of going to Fightful.com. I know a lot of people aggregate and they go to the places that they're used to, but I want you all to make FightfulWrestling.com the place you're used to. I want you all to have that on your bookmark bar. Mark says it's 6:11 here. I'm not sure if it's tiredness or the fight that's making me sleepy. It's probably the fight, man. If you've made it to 6:11, buddy, I think that you're a soldier, and I think it's this shitty fight that's doing it. And I mean, I've been bitching about this fight since it was booked. I said it was a bad idea for any number of reasons. It was a bad idea. This among them. Yoel Romero is a perpetual bed shitter. Making weight, missing weight, losing title fights, doing dumb stuff. Perpetual bed shitter, Yoel Romero. Hashtag perpetual bed shitter. Chance Chambers says, stop giving Romero title fights. I couldn't agree with you more, buddy. Couldn't agree with you more. This is number 4 since 2017. He is averaging 1 a year. And he's never been a champion. Never. Shane Haas says, Corbin versus Reigns sounds good right now. Please don't. That's like the only thing I would want to watch least than this. Or less than this. My English goes all to hell when I'm doing these live watch-alongs. And I promise it's not like this when I do commentary for MMA promotions. Look, I'm yawning on the air. I'm up till 3 a.m. every single night, guys. Being up late is not like a big thing for me. I don't care that Israel Adesanya asked for him. I don't care. I get to ask for my opponent at Sean Ross Sapp Served Hall, presented by Primetime Pro Wrestling, April 2nd in Tampa, because it's a jobber match. It's an enhancement match. I don't give a shit what the champion wants. I don't care that Israel Adesanya wanted Yoel Romero. What gives him the right? Because he's the champion? Champions get to decide who they're going to face. He's never successfully defended the undisputed championship. He's won 2 title fights. That's it. He's not like Anderson Silva fighting for defending the title 10 times. Jared Cannonier was right there. And I don't give a shit that Yoel Romero is known more by the casuals. Casuals don't know who Yoel Romero is. Stop trying to pretend that they do. They don't have a clue who Yoel Romero is. They're in the same exact boat with Jared Cannonier that they are with Yoel Romero. The only difference is you probably have a better fight and you have a guy who deserves it over Romero. I won't say deserves it over everybody else because Costa deserves it, but he's hurt. Ugh. Why didn't the women main event? Because Israel Adesanya is legitimately the biggest draw among the 4. Among Weili Zhang, Joanna and Jacek, Adesanya, and Romero. I don't know if that'll be the case moving forward after that bomb shelter, super dope, badass women's strawweight title fight that we just had that may have made those 2 women stars, at least for the 175,000-ish people that are watching this damn thing, and probably hundreds of thousands more that are pirating it. But man, the funny thing is I usually get done with my post-show wrap-ups in 20-25 minutes, and here we are going on 30 because of this dumpster fire that we're seeing here. At least Adesanya is picking it up. But at this point, I'm sour on the fight. People have their phones out and are doing Bray Wyatt fireflies in the crowd. And commentary's got to cut the shit out with they're spoiled stuff. No, guys. The fight sucks. This fight blows. But Adesanya wins another round. Man. You're hearing a bunch of dead air here, and I'm embarrassed by that. I pride myself on like never having dead air. Why won't Romero wrestle with him? The Hebekin asks. He can't. He's not good enough right now to wrestle Israel Adesanya. See, that's the thing. Dan Murgliata is saying, hey guys, this is a championship fight, maybe fight. And Yoel Romero is laughing about the fact that he hasn't been fighting. He thinks it's funny that he hasn't been fighting. Ridiculous. My God. And then they should take a point for timidity if nothing happened. Mark Gordon says, I think Romero's laughing at the fact that he somehow got another title fight. Yeah. Send me some stuff in the live chat. Send me some stuff in the live chat because right now this fight ain't doing it and I hate dead air. I loathe dead air. Romero throws one of the ugliest ass overhands I've seen. Nothing like the other overhands that landed. And he's starting to eat punches to the body. He's doing like some weird defensive blocking that just doesn't work. I have somebody with the balls to say, good chess match going on right now. Stylistically, a very different fight. No, it's not. The fight sucks ass. The fight sucks ass. I'm embarrassed that people are pretending to like this. Ah, man. Eye poke. This is former Blue Jays pitcher Ricky Romero, right? Well, now the doctor's coming in to check the eye. Jesus Christ. This is bad. This could not be more of a, this couldn't be like more different, more opposite than that amazing Joanna and Jacek fight with Weili Zhang that just happened. Oh my God. So there's 2 minutes left in round 4. I would rather watch a Goldberg match than this right now. Man. I mean, Romero's got to finish this to win. Straight up. Like, there's no way he can win without finishing this fight. Ugh, woof. I mean, there's a lot of people on Twitter right now that want to sound like they know what they're talking about. And I'm not going to say that I do know what I'm talking about. But there's a lot of people that want to sound like they know what they're talking about by saying, oh, this is a good chess match. This is a good chess match. This ain't a good chess match. Unless Romero comes out slugging with everything he's got in round 5 and wins the fight, it was not a good chess match. Romero was just an idiot. Romero's just an idiot because he had more of a chance to slug it out and beat Adesanya in round 1 than he would have in round 5 gassed out. And for somebody to have the balls to say that, oh, he's shortening the fight. He's shortening the fight. He did land a couple of good strikes there. Good for him. But he's down 4-0 to me right now. This is bad. This is bad. Man, this is... Ooh, Romero's leg got inverted there with that leg kick. That was a nice one. I'm already ready for Khabib versus Ferguson, to be honest with you. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for UFC 249. Hoping it happens. You got Nurmagomedov and Ferguson. You got Andrade and Namajunas. You have Makhachev and Hernandez. That's a good fight. That's a hell of a fight. Uriah Hall and Jacare on that card. Hell of a card right there. I will say round 4 was easily the best round. D-Lo says Romero might have rounds 1 and 4 on an Adelaide Bird type card. You're not wrong. It definitely could on a card like that if you've got somebody that completely like isn't watching anything. I think maybe 3-1 Romero at best. Man, this fight blows. Mike Straw says, calling something the best round in this fight seems to me like picking the best STD you want. Yeah. Romero did try to get inside and wrestle a little bit there, and he's working towards that a little bit more. He's fresher in round 5 than I expected, but then again, I expected him to actually fight in this fight too. So because he didn't expend any energy for 5 rounds, of course he's going to be fresh as a daisy. Nice left from Adesanya. Whoa! He has to matrix out of the way. He is not trying to get hit by that left hand from Romero. That's for sure. Ugh. Ooh, big leg kick. Oh my God, Adesanya running around the cage, trying to get away. Adesanya threw a leg kick, got off balance, got pushed into the cage, and darted around in order to avoid the clinch, takedown, all that. Because, I mean, like we said, Romero could have stolen a couple on a bad scorecard. I mean, anybody who's giving him more than 1 round is trying to give him points because he didn't get tired. That's effectively where it's at. That's it. Like, you don't give him points based on his game plan. You give him points based on him executing his game plan and beating the other person in a fight. And really, his game plan has jack shit to do with it because you don't know what his game plan is, regardless of what you see. Now he's pressing forward 1 minute, and he's got the balls to press forward with 1 minute left after he's been doing what he's doing the entire fight. Oh, God damn. It just isn't good. It just isn't good. Romero's leg has been torn away at, and he's still moving pretty well, all things considered. And Romero landed a good left there, too, in one of the exchanges. Now, see, the thing is, had he done that throughout the majority of the fight, oh, my God, Adesanya went for a wheel kick. And now Romero gets in his face after the fight. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? More action after the bell than we saw in the entire first 2 rounds? Jesus. Oh my God. Here's the thing. I ain't even that mad about how Romero fought. I'm upset that people are pretending that it was brilliant. It was brilliant. It wasn't that brilliant, man. But watch Romero win this fight. That would be the funny shit. Oh my God. That was weak. That interaction after the fight. Who the fuck is going to download this 45-minute podcast? I'm sorry. Whoever made it through this whole thing, I'm really sorry. My bad. Please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We're about to have the decision read. I popped for somebody saying, "Oh, cool, the fight started," when Romero got into his face after the bell. Here we go. Gotta be Adesanya. Yep, Adesanya wins. That is the fourth fucking title opportunity Yoel Romero has blown. Fourth. Damn. That fight sucked ass. Bring on Paulo Costa, please. I don't care if they got to get Dr. Nick from The Simpsons to clear Paulo Costa. Just get anybody but Yoel Romero in there. Jesus, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we covered this. What do we got up next? What's up next? Next weekend there's like 6-7 fights set for this show. Next weekend? What? Anthony Smith, Glover Teixeira, Evan Dunham, Michael Johnson, not bad. Calvillo, Antonina Shevchenko, not bad. OSP and Gazmatov, that's okay. Mackenzie Dern. And then they have announced a few others, but they suck real bad. That card blows. Don't watch it. Just listen to our results. The week after that, there's Hermanson. Actually, it's not the week after that. There's a 2-week break. Then it's Hermanson and... No. That's the next fight night. Okay, never mind. I was looking at the fights after UFC 249. Whew! I was like, how do they not have that many fights announced? My apologies. I had the UFC 249 pay-per-view card pulled up. Whew. Let's see what fights happen next week. Kevin Lee, Charles Oliveira, Damian Maia, Gilbert Burns, Johnny Walker, Nikita Krylov, Trinaldo, and McDessie. That's a pretty solid card. Moicano and Hadzovic, pretty solid card next week. Ronnie Yaya's on that show. Jesse Formiga. I like that UFC show out of Brazil. A real good one right there. Then the next week you have Woodley versus Edwards. That can be a good fight. Jack Marshman's on the show. It's a 1-2 fight show. Ngannou Rosenstruck at the end of the month with a Sunsound Garbrandt, Matt Brown on the show, Greg Hardy. Man, fuck. Alvey and Roundtree, that's a good fight too. Jeff Hawkins is doing the post-show podcast with me tomorrow. We're out.